channel. Today my intro is coming from a different room in my house, and there's a reason I'm in this room. This room might have something to do with Saturday's YouTube tutorial. We shall see. Anyway, guys, today's YouTube video is amazing. I am showing you how to make your own tumbler decal using Procreate. When this year started, I knew that I wanted the baddies to level up, and so I have been teaching a little bit of sculpting, rhinestoning, a whole bunch of social media stuff, and I asked my best friend Morgan if she could teach us Procreate in my mentorship group, and she did. She's been doing a live every single month. It's been incredible. It's been so much fun. And aside from everything that she has taught me, I watch endless YouTube videos on Procreate when I'm not, doing something else. So I'm obsessed. And the amount of things that you can do with Procreate for your business, girlfriend. Enjoy this video. Leave me comments and questions at the bottom. If you want me to do more in-depth videos like this, please let me know, because once you're able to design your own decals, your art, your creativity has no limits. Anyway, besitos. The first thing you want to do is open up your Procreate app and start a new project by hitting the plus sign on the top right hand side. We are going to actually pick the size that we want to make this decal. I'm going to do 7" by 7". That's the size that I want it to be. And what I'm going to do once I get started is I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have my first layer. I downloaded this beautiful rainbow stamp from Creative Fabrica. And this is what I'm going to be using to put together my little logo today. The amazing thing about these stamps is that they do all the hard work for you. All you have to do is pick it in the color that you want, size it to whatever size you want, and it's already shaped perfectly for you. Now we're going to add a second layer, okay, because every single step you want to do it on a new layer, and I'm going to add a photo. I'm going to add this beautiful photo of stars, and by placing it on top, clicking on the layer with the stars and clicking clipping mask, it is going to make the stars mold to the shape of that rainbow on the layer underneath. Now, in order for it to become one layer, I went ahead and merged both layers by squeezing both my fingers together and bringing it to one. And that allows so that you can move it without moving the stars out of place. You basically made it one. So in order to continue going, I'm going to start a second layer because, like I mentioned before, it's important that everything you do it on a new layer. Now, I went ahead and added the second part of the rainbow. Okay, that is going to fit right in between what we already have and one on top. Now, in order for me to be able to mold it so that it fits perfectly, what you can do is see at the bottom how I can click distort. You're going to see my pen move to that in just a moment, and I'm going to click on the distort option. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be able to pull the rainbow in whatever direction I need it to be and kind of distort it. This is a very helpful tool. So once I have my rainbow and it looks good exactly how I want it, I'm going to bring both of those layers together and make it one piece. Now, whether you bring your layers together right away or you wait until the end is up to you. I recommend you wait until the end to bring your layers together because it's very hard to go back and correct your mistakes once you merge them all. I already had practiced this design, so I knew exactly what I was going to do. So that's why I was able to merge them all together. But like I said, I would wait until the very end because if you make a mistake, all you have to do is go back to that specific layer and fix your mistake. So I'm just continuing to add the pretty stamps from that rainbow set that I got from Creative Fabrica. I will post a link in the description, and you guys can try out Creative Fabrica for just $1 for your first month, and you get all of these free downloads. It's amazing. I talked about it on last week's video. So I'm going to go ahead and just add those pretty little sprinkles to my rainbow, and I'm going to merge them all together so that it just becomes one piece. Like I mentioned before, I had already kind of practiced this specific decal, so I'm okay merging it because I already knew what I wanted it to look like. But I would definitely wait until the end to merge your layers. So of course I'm going to use the word baddie. So I'm just going to type it in, double tap it, and then kind of go through my options for fonts. I do already know which one I want to use. It's a very beautiful patriotic one. And the reason I want to use this is so that it'll go with my theme. Of course, I got this font as a free download from Creative Fabrica with my All Access Pass. And you can either use the version that comes already colored in, or you can get this outline of the font and color it in yourself. So for right now, we're going to hide the font, okay? And I want to put something at the very bottom. The reason I want to do this is because I want to create like almost like a little cloud of shapes so that when I put my word baddie, it can stand out. Because as you saw a minute ago, when I placed my word, it was kind of blending in with that very bottom of the rainbow. So I'm just going to alternate going back and forth between hearts and stars to make that really pretty little, texture at the bottom. And I'm just going to go back and forth choosing the colors that I like. And I'm going to do it the way I've been showing you by adding new layers. Like I said, the only reason I'm merging them is because I already know how this design is going to turn out. But if you're experimenting, do not join your layers until the end. So now that we've got that taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and pull up my word that I had typed up, baddie, and I'm going to add a new layer. Now I am going to move that layer underneath the word in the layer section. And just when you think of underneath, think behind. On top is in front, behind is underneath. And the reason I'm doing that is because I am going to color in all of these beautiful baddie words, baddie letters, and in order for me to do that and for it to be beautiful, I need to color behind the word so that I'm not coloring over those pretty stars, right? So that's why I need to put it behind. That's how the layers work, just like they do in Cricut Design Space and Photoshop. Depending on where you put the layer is where it's going to pop up in your design. So I am kind of just messing with the colors right now and choosing what I want it to be. But as you can see, a really good way to get a color that matches whatever you're working with is if you hold your finger down over a specific color, your pen will automatically pick up that color. And so I was able to kind of just grab different colors from my little design and fill in the little baddie. Honestly, this part was really fun and satisfying, but it is a little time consuming. So I did a little time lapse because I didn't want you guys to have to watch me do it. Now, what you see me doing now is just a layer of white stars underneath the other layer of stars and hearts that I did. And the reason I did that is so that the word baddie would stand out, so that it would have a little bit of white behind it. Then I took a little brush that I have. I got it from Etsy. I will link it in the description. And I just kind of started sprinkling little splatters of different colors that match my little logo here and there. That was just to create a little depth and just to really make it, have a little extra something. Excuse me, forgive me, guys. So I'm just kind of tapping it everywhere. Now I did move that layer underneath my rainbow, which is behind. And once I did that, I was done, you guys. Now, you guys saw me remove the background there. That is what you need to do whenever you want to save something as a PNG, right? So if you want to share it and hit PNG, that's going to save it with that transparent background. And you could print this on a clear water slide and put it over white glitter, or you could save it with the white background and print it on white water slide paper or sticker paper, whatever you want to do. I personally printed it on clear sticker paper, and I went ahead and spray painted my tumbler so that it would have a white base, because it is clear sticker paper and it wouldn't stand out if it didn't have a white base. As you guys know, I like to stand up my tumbler whenever I'm going to apply my decal, and I placed my beautiful baddie decal. I'm obsessed with it. So of course, once you put your decal on originally, you will be able to see the edges of the sticker, but once you get it under epoxy, those edges fade and you cannot tell where they are. This is the tutorial, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had so much fun. If you want me to do more videos of this style, please let me know. Here's my tumbler under epoxy. I'm freaking obsessed with it. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you thought. And I'll see you guys on Saturday with another fun video. Until next time, besitos!